All right. Okay, okay. Let's continue with this piece. Let's so there we go. Let's just ditch that since I have a reference for the mouth now right here. I'm under my picture there. So that will help me kind of get the mouth right on him. I don't know what just happened over there, but whatever. Okay. So kind of super interesting how they do the teeth on that. Kind of like that. So we'll kind of adjust that in our next step. So little by little we'll get there. So I've got the rough mouth, rough poses, rough everything in here. So now we start doing the actual line art from here. Right, oh yeah, I have two different razors. That one and this one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I did differently on the copy to the. I think I just made his legs a little thicker. Yeah, kinda. I know I adjusted his height, his torso and stuff. But we'll move to our next step. So. So we don't really need that right now since we got like the general look of the mouth already done there. So don't need that. Need that at some point, but I don't think we really need it right now. Yeah, I'll do that so it still shows where it's at, so I have an idea of that background flow, but I don't want it to like be super prevalent. Let's drop that to like 5. Okay, and then we're going to 20%, yeah, it's not too bad. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna start working on T-bone. Try and get some real line art down here. I think this is the one that... Yeah, this is the one that just only the size of the brush. We can kind of shrink that down. Alright, so let's see. Focus on the outside lines kind of first. Yeah, okay, and there's Photoshop doing its thing where it just does whatever it wants. It goes 100% opacity on stuff for no reason whatsoever. Okay. Nope. Okay. And I will adjust things as they come. I will go in and I will erase the overlaps on things and stuff like that. Right now I'm just worried about putting down lines that don't look like they were just a giant blob, because that's super annoying. Actually, so this is going to come down a little bit. There, something a little bit more like that. Okay. So, yeah. Working our way through here. Again, Photoshop just kind of doing what it wants to do. Not always my favorite thing in the world. Not like that. Something kind of like that. Is that too... I think I need it to come down a little bit more. Let's flip this canvas. Yeah, that'll help. I think that's better. We're working there. Back. All right, so we're working our way through. Let's see. Now we've got the... Actually, no, definitely don't want to curve that way. Nope. Okay, so we just... No. I want a slight curve. That might be it. We'll see. That's an easy thing we can adjust later. It's not a big deal. Let's try and there we go. I like that one. There we go. It's a pretty solid size nose. Okay. Okay, so we're just doing whatever we want here, huh, Photoshop? That's the thing that really gets me about this program. Is it just kills me. Nope. It doesn't help that I am. Nope. Nope. The thing that really doesn't help is I'm streaming while I'm doing this. So that's definitely not helping anything. Okay, so there's that. Nope. Come on, there we go. It's actually kind of nice, but let's do it that way. Okay, so we've got general stuff done on the face. Those eyes don't look right, but we'll come back and kind of adjust all that. Right now, let's move down a little bit, give him his little tiny neck. Actually, let's undo that last one. Just, nope. Right, making some headway here, moving our way down. Okay. Back that up a little bit. Something like that there. Okay. Got it. Oh, nope, don't do that. There. Okay, so we got that. Flip that over. I love that. Okay, so we're going to do that and that. There we go. It's a little bit more telling, I think. No. No. Try and get something kind of like that one, but we might not get that. So, okay. We are moving in the right direction. Okay, so his okay, so let's do that there. Nope. Board. There we go. No, no, no. Okay. So right now this looks like a jumbled mess, and that's okay. let's see, I need to adjust what. No, I'll leave it like it is actually. That's probably not a good idea. I just want to touch that little thing. Oh, no. Hello, how's it going? Cypher? Nope. Okay, that's not too bad. I'm good. Just working on fan art piece here. If Photoshop would help me out and stop using 100% on everything. It is a fan art piece of Swat cats, Razor and T-Bone. I don't know if you've ever heard of or seen that show. It's from the 90s. One of my favorite. Yeah. I haven't seen Final Space. I really like Olin Rogers though. He's a really funny dude and I've been meaning to check out that show. But yeah, haven't seen that. So let's see. So like this is the character sheet for one of them. And that's another character sheet from back in the day. So that's the other one right there behind. Take that away. There we go. So I'm starting my line art. I've done a rough sketch, a cleanup, slightly less rougher sketch. So now we're working into the line art. So slowly but surely we're making our way through this piece. And again, Photoshop doesn't always like to work the way it should. It's hard when it's a streaming thing like this, just because there's so much other stuff going on that Photoshop doesn't always know what to do. So sometimes it'll go 100% on stuff that it shouldn't and just destroy everything. But it's all part of the process. I'll have to get in smaller on that one. So I'm kind of going through right now and cleaning up the overlaps that I've already done. So it looks a little bit cleaner. And I don't know if you're an artist or if you live in the United States. Yeah, I really need to check it out because like I said, I really like the guy who created it because he's awesome. And it looked really good. I just haven't had a chance to get it, to watch it. But if you're an artist and you live in the United States, I have a giveaway going for a tablet if you are interested in that. If you check out my Instagram, you can get in on that. I don't know if you care or if you want, but just an FYI, that is something that is going on. Actually, I don't want that to go away. I want that to stay. Well, that's awesome. That sounds like fun. I went to school for graphic design / art, so not too far off from that. Yeah, But yeah, a little too far on. That'd be cool, man. I think that'd be awesome. I don't know if I could ever be an actor. Like, I could probably... I wouldn't mind doing, like, tiny little things. Maybe. If people didn't recognize me. But I'd probably be more willing to, like, do voice acting. That'd be kind of cool. Voice acting would be neat. That's good if you want to become an actor. That's a really good thing to do. Let's do that. Just take that out. I don't like that eye anyway, so we'll fix that later. Yeah. I'll have to check out Final Space though, because that did look really good. Yeah. I think directing is a really cool thing. Like, because you help make the movie happen. Like, obviously you need actors and all that too, but without the director, the movie never gets made. I actually work at a local TV station, so I know, like, kind of the behind the scenes stuff. Like, if it wasn't for the people behind the camera and the people in the control room, you're not going to get your news. So to me, behind the camera is a good place. Yeah, I don't have a problem with, like, younger audience stuff. To me, if the story is good and the animation is good, that's what I really enjoy. I don't really care if it's a little teenagey or whatever. Good animation and story, it doesn't matter. If it's a little bit juvenile or like meant for children kind of thing, like that doesn't bother me. Because I'm a giant child. I have seen some BoJack Horseman. That's funny. That one is definitely not geared towards children. That one's pretty ridiculous. Okay. So I cleaned up a lot up there. I'm going to leave it for now. I don't like the eyes. Definitely going to change those later. Not a big deal. Let's do that. Okay, so I'm not sure how far I want that crease. That's probably far enough. Alright, so let's work our way around here. Nope. Here we go. Yeah, it's definitely a darker show. It's a little bit more Rick and Morty. Like that show can be really kind of depressing too. No, don't like that. Oh, no. Yeah, that's better. This still needs to get knocked back a little bit though. I don't like how far that comes out. No. 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 Oh, there we go. Okay. So we've got a lot of that stuff in. Nope. Okay. So let's take out. We don't need that. Something kind of like that. Oh, yeah, no. They're just very similar in, like, they don't do happy. Like, the characters may be happy for a minute, but there is no happy in those shows. I don't. I wish I could. I haven't really looked into it. I didn't do any of that in school. And I really should have. I wish I hadn't, like, looking back, but yeah, no, I have never really done any animation. I've done I did some sprite animation in high school, which is forever ago. So I would take old game sprites and I would use those for animation. And I did some really, really, really bad, like, drawn animation too, but it was it was really bad. But I have not tried since then. So I have no idea. Like, the first step for animation anymore. Is that right? I don't know what that line was for. Oh well, doesn't matter. I really admire people who can do animation. It's amazing. Nice. And honestly, that's the start to, like, drawing and stuff, is recreating things that you've seen that you like. And that's all part of, like, developing your your artistic style as well. Sorry. Is as you find stuff that you really like, you take bits and pieces. Oh, come on. Bits and pieces from those things. Gravity Falls is a fantastic, fantastic show. I loved that show. Yeah, no, not everyone is out to be an artist, and that's totally fine. I personally think that everyone should create something. And for you, that sounds like it's going to be like movies. So, I mean, you're an artist in that sense. Gravity Falls. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, no, Gravity Falls, like, it came out of nowhere for me. Like, it just, someone mentioned it. I started watching it. It was already like a season or two in, I think. But I couldn't stop. It was just amazing. The art alone was just phenomenal. But the story, like, I started on a random episode, but that random episode was so well done that, like, it made me care about these characters who would, like, clearly, like, they were already, like, at least half the season in, but, like, I cared about the characters almost immediately, and that's an incredible talent to make that happen so quickly. So I was hooked. And I just could not stop watching it. I think I could not. It was so good. Okay, so yes, here we go. Oh. But yeah, it's such a creative show, and it's not like, one of the things I like about those kind of shows is it's a kid show, but it's not. There's stuff in it to like really keep everyone interested, and like there's something for everyone in that show, I feel like, to where anyone of any age could pretty much watch that show and enjoy what's going on. Actually, I should have kept that one. I think that was a good one. I think directing like an animated show would be awesome. I would honestly, I'd like to storyboard for like an animated show. Like that would be cool, or or movies or something. Like that'd be sweet. That's way too big of a thing. Nope. Come on, there we go. That's a little bit better. I don't love it, but we'll move on for now. Okay, so now we can kind of start his arms here. Yeah. I think I think people are finally starting to see sorry, that animation isn't for children. Like, it's not just for children. Hey, yeah. I mean, there's definitely opportunities in the US for sure. For sure, for sure. Let's see. Yeah. Something kind of like that. This. I mean, the classic place is obviously Hollywood, but you know. Yeah. Nope, don't do that. I almost had it too. Nope. Oh, come on, I just need it to go a little bit more. There we go. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I think it'd be really cool to work on stuff like that. Yeah, smart. I'm sure you will do great stuff. You just gotta keep at it for sure. That's the big thing. It's just keep plugging along. I mean, as an artist, like that's something you learn. Like for me, it's drawing. I didn't start out anywhere near this good. Not that this is amazing, because I still have a lot of work to do on my work. But yeah, as an artist, don't do that. As an artist, that's something you learn. You just gotta keep going. The more you do something, the better you'll get, and that works for pretty much everything in life, but especially art. Like when people sit and like they see something I've done, they'll be like, oh, I wish I could do that. And you can do anything you want. You just have to put time and effort into that thing, and people don't want to do that. That's where people fall short on stuff, is they don't want to put in the time and effort. That's good. That is awesome. I'm not entirely sure how I want this hand to look, but we'll figure that out. Making connections is a big part of stuff like that too. So if nothing else, if he remembers you, you might just beat someone out by that little bit. And that's an important thing. Okay. All right, so I really don't know how I want that hand to look. Oh yeah. I mean, that's one of the best parts of school, is meeting people that like you make connections with, and like they can put in a good word for you if they get a job somewhere, or you can put in a good word for them. Like I think that's one of the things that's most beneficial about like going to school. Not necessarily all the stuff you learn, but the connections. Because I mean, you could always teach yourself, if you really wanted to, all the stuff that they're going to teach you, but you can't make those connections all by yourself in your room, kind of thing. So that's something to keep in mind. Connections are worth so much in that kind of an industry. Okay, let's see. So we'll go that way. I really need to figure out that hand. Oh yeah, marketing. Yeah, I mean, my degree is kind of marketing related. So I don't have a lot of options in jobs where I am in like my field. That's why I haven't really worked in my field since I got out of school. But, you know, sometimes things work out, sometimes they don't. That's why, like, to keep my skill up and stuff, I started doing this, and it helps me improve my digital work, because my traditional work is better. I'm more comfortable working that way because I grew up before computers were in every house, kind of thing. The computers weren't nearly as prevalent as they are now, so that's a thing. I'm kind of old, I guess. Okay, so let's see. I don't know. Oh yeah, and that's one thing. Like, if you're switching majors, it's never a waste of time, or switching like what you want to do. It's never a waste of time to have done the thing that you already did, because it's just another skill that you have. And like that's important. Like you find what you don't want to do, but you pick up a skill that you may need and something that you actually want to do. Like something that helps you stand out a little bit more than someone else. Always a positive thing. Nope. Okay, so let's move this back. Kind of like that. That elbow isn't too bad. I might bring this up there in front of it to kind of match the other one. Maybe. Okay, so let's do this. Drop that back a little bit more. Juice World. I don't. Like, I've heard that name, but I don't know what it is, who, what, or anything like that. No. Undo that. Okay, there we go. So leave that like that. He made Lucid Dreams. Yeah, I don't know who that is. It sounds interesting though. Okay, let's move. Try and get this to come out a little bit more. Like that. Oh, no. There we go. Okay. So now we have a. Nope. Got more of a reason for that to be there. If we bring this out. Okay, there we go. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's an unfortunate thing. Man, that sucks. I did not know. What kind of music did he make? Was it like electronic, or I'll have to look it up. I'll have to look it up for sure. Okay, so actually that would probably I need to move that sleeve up a little bit. Actually, I think the wrapper. Okay, yeah. Actually, I think I just listened to a song he was part of. I don't remember who else was on it, but I think that sucks. It's always sad when like super talented people just are taken too soon, even if it's because of like the drug use and all that, because that's never a good thing. That sucks. There we go. I'll fix that. Oh. There we go. Oh. No, stop doing that. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Alright. Got rid of most of that one. Yeah. Yeah, I think it sucks when anyone is like just dies in their prime before they really do like everything they could have done. That's a crappy thing that happens sometimes. Hold up. only problem with that is I stream and I to like 5 different platforms now. I'll definitely check it out. I'll check it out. But I also like I save these streams on my YouTube. So if I play that, then it'll cut out a section of the audio. Yeah, copyright. But I'll definitely listen to it, and yeah, I'll definitely check it out for sure. Okay, so let's see, I need to put in his gloves here. Yeah, it's not the greatest. I mean, it is what it is at this point. That's why I stream to YouTube and I leave my videos there. But like it's a good way for me to like store the videos, because it keeps all of my videos for as long as I want, as opposed to Twitch, which will keep it for like 7 days or whatever. So that's like the only real incentive to keep my YouTube going. Like no one really watches my YouTube, but that's whatever. But yeah, so I keep it because, and I use it because it saves the videos. So if I want, I can just say, I could take them and put them on my computer and like edit them and whatever if I want. It's just another, and it's essentially it's free storage. I don't have to worry about running out of room on my computer or anything like that if I have them on there. Nope, do that. There we go. I'm not loving that, actually, so let's go way back real quick. See if that goes back far enough. Okay, so kind of, but not really. Yeah, I mean it's. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely need to watch it for sure. Oops. Come on. Nope. There, it's not bad. Except that. Going to have to fix those glove spots, because that is an important part of the setup. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. For sure. Okay, so let's do. Oh, no. No. Dogs need to be quiet. Let's see. guess that's actually decent. Oh, no, wrong way. Okay, so I've got. No. There we go. Pretty heavy on the wrist. There. Okay. Let's see. Fix that. There we go. There's a little divot there. I didn't like that very much. Okay, so let's see. Nope. Nope. There we go. Just give it a little bit more structure. That hand is going to kill me. I really don't know what I want to do there. I kind of had have his hand open a little bit. I don't know if I like that or not. Yeah, it's fan fiction is a dangerous game for sure. You never know what you're gonna get with fan fiction, and you should be careful because it can be just about anything. If you're not prepared, it could hurt you. It could hurt you real bad. Okay, so let's move this out a little bit. Actually, let's do, yeah, I think right there. Okay. There we go. That's a little bit better because his legs aren't tiny, they're thicker. There we go. Okay, that's fine. We'll fix that here. There we go. It's a little bit better. Just that. Oh, actually, kind of liked that curve I gave that. Alright, so let's say we're going. Fan fiction is always so weird. Oh, yeah. Yes. 100%. Yeah, they. And. Yeah, it gets weird. And they're totally within their right to do whatever they want, write whatever they want, but yeah, I generally stay away from stuff like that just because it gets a little weird. For sure. Nope. That is. Okay, there we go. No. There we go. No. There. No. That might be it. Maybe. Oh. And I think that's kind of where we're at. That's not too bad. Okay, so now I just need to clean this up. Let's bump this up a touch. Get a little bit more aggressive. Yeah, oh, yeah, they can do whatever they want, but yeah, I generally don't mess with fan fiction. Let's go back on that one. Okay, shrink it back down. Nope. Yeah. Fan fiction is definitely a good like writing exercise for people, and that's awesome, but yeah, not my cup of tea. So let's zoom in on this. There we go. Get some of these. There we go. It's a little bit better. Yeah. That happens sometimes for sure. Let's see. Okay. Let's bring that out. Okay. Drop that back there. It's not terribly bad. Let's see. Do that. No. I'm just gonna kill you. That's better. Okay, so we've got a decent looking tail. All right. Yeah. That would be interesting. I don't know if I'll ever get that big, but you never know. Okay, let's see. So let's do that. I don't like that. Need to figure out how that hand is sitting. That's one thing I need to take a second and figure out. I'll do that later. Okay, so we've gotten most of his line work done. Actually, no, I wanted that out there. I don't know why I did that. that's because these gloves come off a little bit. And actually, I don't know if they do or not in the original stuff. Yeah, just a touch. They do come off just a touch on that back end. No. Like that, kind of. I mean, I play video games. I go see movies and stuff like that. But yeah, like in my free time, like if I have productive free time, it's drawing on here. I do this Mondays and Thursdays at this time, roughly. So new. There we go. Okay. Nope. Come on. Every time I kind of get it going, it doesn't want to. But yeah, I like playing video games and seeing movies and stuff. That's some of my free time kind of things that I do. Yeah, I mean, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but I mean, it's not the end of the world either. To me, it's just another little roadblock, I guess, lack of a better term. But no. There we go. My streams, I do Twitch, Mixer, D Live, Picardo, and YouTube Live. I post my art and stuff on Instagram and Twitter, and I also have a Facebook page, but I'm not super active on my Facebook page. I'll post these things on there and whatnot, but I'm not like constantly on there. But yeah, you could definitely find me on Instagram and Twitter. Those are like my most active platforms. I don't really post my videos or anything on there, but I do post my art. Whoa, took way too much out on that. No. Yeah, so like all of my stuff goes out simultaneously on like 5 different platforms. 6 if I include my Facebook, but that like it only goes live on my personal Facebook, and then I put it up on my Facebook page because it costs money to do it directly to like a page. Yeah, I mean there's still a chance that things can be like turned around a little bit on like what they're trying to do right now, but I mean it's not going to be quite as lucrative for people. Definitely, I think it's not going to be primary income for a lot of people anymore, especially if the law goes through with the whole COPPA thing. And I support like kids shouldn't be like targeted and all that stuff, but I mean it's YouTube, and one of the things that bugs me is like my channel could be construed as for children. It's not. So like that's one of the things I hate. What is going on? Why is my... Okay, something went weird on my system. Okay, it shouldn't be doing that. Why is it doing that? Oh, come on. For some reason, my tablet decided to do something totally weird. And I don't know why it's doing that. So give me 1 second. Because let's see, it should be... There 2. Why is it not where it should? Oop, no, don't do that. This is killing me. Monitor 1. Okay, monitor 2. Okay, so something went totally wrong with my setup. I don't know why. I didn't hit anything. It just tripped out on me. Oh, come on, man. Okay. Well, yeah. Anyway, I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, it's... Why is it doing that, though? Because I'm using it on my thing, but it's, for some reason, it's acting like a mouse pad for my regular monitor. Calibrate. Yeah, it's not even... I can't calibrate. Cancel. Shoot. 1 second. Let's see if I can... Maybe this will fix it. Okay. No, that's not fixing it. Alright. Well, son of a gun. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna call it as well. I appreciate you stopping in. It's been really cool chatting with you, man, and I hope everything goes really well for you. I hope you get everything you want, man. And I apologize for anyone else watching and everything. I don't know what's going on with my thing, so I'll see you guys later and have a good one. Yeah, so I'm about to log off because for some reason my tablet is acting up. If you're just tuning in, I appreciate you checking out what's going on. Unfortunately, I'm having some technical issues with my tablet. Also, I'm doing a giveaway on my Instagram/Twitter. You can find the link in my bio on my Instagram, which is right down there. If you're an artist and you live in the US and you want to make digital art, you should check that out. Anyway, thanks for stopping in. I hope to see you guys on Thursday, which is the next time I'll be streaming. And until then, hopefully I get this all figured out before then, because if not, we're gonna have some issues. um, I don't know what happened because I literally touched nothing and it just stopped working, right? So I will see you guys next time. Later.